Hey everyone, and welcome to Comic Breakdown. If you are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the content that we have coming out. If you haven't already, go check out the King in Black issues that we have currently coming out, as well as DC Comics' newest line, Future State. In this video, we are going to be going over X-Men's XFactor issue number 6. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the XFactor line, go ahead and check out the playlist. It's in my description. It's at the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything XFactor and X-Men related that's currently going on. But on our last issue, we left off with Siryn falling to her death, and no one really understanding what happened. But this is where XFactor comes into play. And with that being said, let's dive into this issue. And so this issue opens up with our XFactor team all just hanging out, enjoying their morning, when they get a phone call and they have a body that they need to investigate. And this is not a Krakoa matter at this point. It's a mixed matter because the body washed up on the human shores somewhere in the UK, and it's the body of Siryn. But this isn't the first time. This is the second time that she's been found dead. 5 days since she was resurrected since the last time. A week since she fell from the sky in Krakoa. And so they have really no clue on what's going on here. And so they start to investigate the body, and Eyeboy uses his vision to be able to see a little bit of everything, and Prodigy taps into his system, and these two are able to combine this information and create a sense of database on everything that was on her body, from the microscopic level to what you can see with the naked eye. And while all this investigation is going on, we have Polaris kind of brooding off to the side, and this is when Northstar goes over to talk to her, and Polaris is just pissed off that Siryn would lie to her. And Northstar gives her a little bit of comfort, saying that she lied because she's your friend, and that she doesn't want to get you mixed up in whatever she's got going on. But I don't even think he fully believes this. And so he has Daken try to tell Siryn once she comes out of her resurrection, and find out exactly what she's been getting herself into. And so as Rachel takes the body back to Krakoa, they need to do an autopsy. And while our doctors performing the autopsy in the healing gardens, Prodigy had come along to ask a question. He wants to know what they do with all the cadavers after the autopsy has been performed. And at first she's a little thrown back about it, and then she answers, "It depends on why you're asking." And then we pick up at the boneyard with an argument between Northstar and Prodigy. And Prodigy is letting him know, like, I asked Dr. Reyes if I could start a body farm at the boneyard. And Northstar's just losing his crap. He's just like, so you brought cadavers home and stuck them in the hanging garden without consulting any of us. But Prodigy is super passionate about this. The way he sees it, what if dying in Krakoa affects decomposition rates? What if living in Krakoa does? What if this environment is something that they can't see signs of on an autopsy report? They don't know any of this information. And so what he wants to do is get enough case studies that he'll be able to just determine both time of death and cause of death at merely a glance. That he'd be able to pioneer the entire academic field of mutant decomposition within Krakoa. And so Northstar agrees to it. And later on that day, XFactor brings in Siryn, and they're trying to interrogate her to a point, really just asking her questions about what happened, because no one is really believing that she just doesn't remember or doesn't know, and that she goes to the highest point possible and then falls and dies. And they're believing that this isn't simply coincidence, but that they're doing something. She's doing something malicious. And this is where she loses it and tells XFactor that they really just need to mind their own business, and then runs out. And everybody in the room knows that she is lying. There's not a single part of them that believes that she's telling the truth. Because Eyeboy, he's nearly limitless varieties of spectral visions. So he can see, he has a natural ability to read people, read body language, nonverbal cues, so on and so forth, so he can tell when somebody's lying. And all of our heroes have some kind of ability that helps them understand and read people's emotions without actually being told them. And this is when Polaris goes chasing after Siryn, and they have a little bit of an argument here. But what ends up happening is Siryn uses sonic hypnosis on Polaris and tells Polaris that her and XFactor are gonna leave her alone. And if XFactor tries to investigate with her death again, that she is going to sabotage every attempt. Polaris will. And so now Polaris is under the control of Siryn. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. How are you liking XFactor so far? Now we have Siryn doing some really shady stuff and hypnotizing Polaris to the point to sabotage any investigation into Siryn herself. So we can only speculate right now on exactly what she's getting herself into. But this could have something to do with Sinister and his little cloning farm that he has going on. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have not yet, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and until the next video,